Live streaming allows artists to reach audiences like never before. The development of live streaming closes the geographic gaps between artists and audiences by bringing their content to anyone, anywhere in the world.
I was 12 years old, and I was already a huge music fan, and knew that I loved music. I wanted to be somehow in rock and roll and something. And yet, when you're 12, you know, just trying to figure it out. And my dad worked in television his whole career, and in those days the satellite technology was pretty new, and he was one of the folks that was responsible for the satellite system at the TV station where he worked. And he was moving the dish around one night and tuned into this first ever actually live pay-per-view concert that ever happened in the world, and it was The Who. And he recorded it because he knew I was a big fan of The Who, and he brought it home for me. And I literally watched it every single day for maybe at least a year, maybe 2 years. Literally, every chance I got, I watched it. And I learned how, almost from a reverse engineering perspective, I watched it, I saw how the cameras were cutting on the beat, I saw the lighting cues, I saw how the audience was involved, and I literally taught myself what a concert should look like. And knew that I wanted, and also that was the point in time in which I knew that's what I wanted to do. So the biggest benefit to live streaming being introduced in the music industry is there are Live Nation alone, as an example, produces across the world 70 concerts a day. Every single day, 70 concerts. And not everybody can go to these concerts. Not everybody can go to these festivals. Some of these festivals sell out immediately, and there are other parts of the world. And so to be able to share with an audience that is all over the world the special live performance of whether it's a festival or just a special concert performance is a great thing for the artist to be able to give their fan.
Instead of posing as an obstacle to ticket sales and concert revenues, live streaming actually works to promote the live performance even more by making the artist and concert even more accessible.
What we found over the years is, and there's real data behind this, is that it actually increases folks' desires to go to see the show live versus deterring people to go see it live. So it brings the show to the audience worldwide. Whether it be on a mobile device, on a laptop, or now of course you have these internet capable TVs where you could watch a live stream on a 60-inch TV. It looks great, or on a mobile device, and it brings the music to the fan wherever they are, and it gives the fan some energy about maybe coming and seeing the live show when it comes to town. I think that we're going to see over the next couple of years an increase in the number of live streams at festivals and concerts. I think that it's a way for the artists to share their art to the world, and so it's going to be something that is almost what we had on a smaller scale over 30 years ago when MTV was invented. When MTV first went on the air in the early 80s, they actually did nothing but play music videos. There was a joke about MTV used to play music. And then they had live music, and they had concerts all the time, and there was a constant, and they still do, some of their channels still do that. And so what's going to happen with the advancement of digital technology and a technology called OTT, or over the top, which is like Netflix and all these other things where you can be anywhere and watch anything. The ability for artists to participate in that environment and share their live concerts, also their video content, and any other performance art, being able to share that across a digital platform worldwide is just going to increase the awareness of the artist.
The development of technology has skyrocketed the concept of live streaming, allowing artists to reach fan bases all across the world. Without compromising quality, live streaming has globalized live music performances through the help of advanced technology and production planning.
Virtual reality is a very interesting technique or technology, and it's very new and it's in an experimental phase, and we are experimenting just like everyone else with it and some of our artist friends. And there's a lot of interesting things about it. I think it's VR, as we call it, or 360. The strengths there are for events that are specifically designed for VR. There's really some very different things, two major differences with VR compared to what I'll call a high quality produced live broadcast, which is what we do, about 100 of them a year. VR really allows the audience member to look anywhere they want during the performance, because there's a 360 camera someplace in the venue that allows you to really just pan and look everywhere, right? We work with many artists that work very, very hard, and we rehearse with these artists for a very long time with camera blocking and cues and lighting cues and things along those lines, so that the audience sees exactly what the artist wants to see, and the audience is looking exactly where the artist wants them to look. So VR may, in certain situations, conflict with that, because you can look wherever you want. It's cool, it's interesting, and I think you'll see events, specific VR events created for a VR experience that will enhance the produced live concert, but I don't think it'll ever replace it.
The music industry has already begun to adapt to live streaming with the development of customized broadcast performances and online merchandise sales. In the coming years, we can expect to see an immense growth in the advancement of live streaming, allowing artists and audiences alike to gain exposure to music all around the world.